We have a lucky new product introduction for you here on this on this Friday the 13th.
It's not Black Friday
I
yet.
almost said Black Friday, but it's always good enough. So let's show you what our new product introduction is. I'm so excited about this, and I'm here to tell you all about it. If you love using all-in-one paint and you've always considered using it on your walls, this is a great way to give you some interesting looks using our new product introduction, Lime Wash. It is a color-coordinated lime wash technique that will go over the top of the all-in-one paint. So if you have extra paint that you've used on your cabinets, maybe you want to paint in another room, maybe you want to do a bathroom, whatever it might be, or you can get our 2-gallon bundle and get your free brush. Let's get into it. So I want to share with you exactly how it works. And there's 8 colors. Is that right?
Yes.
Now? 8?
Yes.
I can never remember these numbers.
I know.
So yes, 8 beautiful colors, and they're all neutrals, except there's some colors in there. So this is Haven. So take a peek here at Haven. See how beautiful Haven is. If you love Haven, it's a blue. And we're around all of these grays, so they're really kind of reflecting on this color. But just a gorgeous blue, and I'm going to call this a very muted, soft blue. There's no green undertone in this, so just note that it is truly a blue. So let's look at it here, and here is the lime wash of this color. So it is called Haven, and Haven is also called Haven in the lime wash. So you can get these singularly, or you can get this double kit here, 2 gallons of it. So you get the base coat in Haven, and you're going to get the lime wash going on top. So let me just show you how it works quickly. So we have this beautiful 5-inch chip brush. Now, 4-inch, right? A lot of these are, you see people using that big, cumbersome box brush. And we tried that, and we thought that was what we were going to do. But every time I look at that, it looks like, wow, that's going to wear me out. And maybe you felt the same, maybe you didn't. But this was, to me, it gave you the best effect, and it was so lightweight and easy to handle. So this will come in that bundle for free. So the way you do a lime wash is really just about creating beautiful tone-on-tone texture. And being that this is Haven, you can see how gorgeous this is. All you just kind of do just like this, a little hash marks. Just keep dipping in that brush and just creating this pretty light texture. That's all you're trying to do. You're just trying to create a tone-on-tone look, not about creating a color difference. So we're going to do the next one a little different, so you can get different looks out of this. But creating those hash marks, just creating an X, just create X every time, and that way you'll get this pretty look here. And you want to you don't want to kill it.
Can I come a little closer with the camera?
Sure. You don't want to kill it all. So just note, we're trying to leave the undercolor shining through. So you don't want to really wipe it out here. Just get where you got a good light so you can kind of see this pretty visual texture. So again, we're introducing our new product in a bundle. You're going to get 36% off. Comment with that word shop in the timeline. We'll send you the link to get the 2-gallon bundle, which would include all-in-one paint for the base layer. And the next coat going on would be the layer here of lime wash to create this beautiful visual texture. Now you can apply as much of this or as little of this as you want. So just kind of note when the light hits it, as you can kind of see here, you got this beautiful variable of color. Can you see that out there? Mm-hmm. Yeah, so pretty. Let me see if I can
Kind of looks like suede is what it reminds me of.
It really reminds me, if you remember the old Ralph Lauren wall paints that people love, that suede texture. It has that feeling when it's finished. It gives a visual texture, and it makes you think that the wall looks like it has a heathered feel to it, which is really, really pretty. But again, it's subtle. It's not anything when I walk in and go, hey, did you feather paint your walls? Y'all remember the feather paint? Or when people were doing it with a feather duster.
Feather duster, yeah.
Ooh, that was fun. Or the little sponge paint where it was 2 colors on the same roller, and it was rolling like 2 colors, a little cray-cray. Mm-hmm. But this is really, again, beautiful and subtle. So let's look at the next color, because this is putty. And we'll go over all of the colors that are available. I'm going to let Melissa run through those because she knows them better than I do. I know we have spruce, we have putty, we have Abbey, and we have Manor House, and Envy, beautiful Envy. And what's the others? Ooh, we got 5 of them already. Haven, and one more.
You did Envy already?
Mm-hmm. One more. Oops, we'll come up with it here in just a second. Iron Gate, yes. So a beautiful black. So that's going to be really pretty too. So this is
I know
putty.
That's going to be featured in your house somewhere.
Probably. I'm going to end up doing me one. You know that. I love black walls. And so again, using that brush, and I'm going to show you or tell you about a little trick that you can do here too. And we'll be talking more about that one as we go. So this is putty. Again, if you want kind of that soft neutral tone on tone feeling, just using a soft little X basically is what you're doing. Call it a hash mark, call it what you will, but it's really an X. Just create these pretty X's. Hashtags, whatever you want to call it. You call it whatever, but it's just really creating an X just lightly. This is the easy way to create a lime wash finish that you can paint over in the future. Get rid of it if you don't like it. You won't have texture to paint over. This is going to just give you the look of. So such an easy way to create a beautiful, lacy looking feeling and get that heathered look. So have y'all been seeing lime wash out there everywhere? This is going to dry matte. This lime wash is flat, so that way it doesn't reflect light, but the color underneath has that beautiful velvet sheen. The all-in-one paint's going to glow through and show through all of those little lines that you created here and give you that backdrop in the back. So one other thing, a great way to do this, if you're one of those that says, well, I like to show it more, you can get a sample, get one of the samples of cashmere and empty that whole 8 ounce into either the base or to the lime wash. It works with both. And make either the lighter version on the bottom or the top. Just take an 8 ounce sample, put it into your gallon, stir it up well, and that way you'll get just a tonal difference in the color. So if that's something you think you'd rather have, where it shows up a little bit more, you can do that as well.
What do you think if we layered while it's wet some of the Manor House over that?
Sure, let's try.
Let's just see what it looks
so
like.
So you can really get creative with some of this. So we're going to try Manor House over putty, just to kind of show you a tonal difference. So let's see how that's going to work. We're all about experimenting right here with you live.
We like to play.
All right. Yes, we do. So we just poured a little Manor House here, and this is in the lime wash. So let's just put that on. So this is going to give you a huge difference in value. So
we're going to come close.
Sure. See what they can see back there. So if you want this kind of feel, you can really amp it up.
Get rid of those comments. That'll help you see it.
Yep. In the bottom of your phone, right in the bottom left-hand corner, there's a little arrow, looks like a little V on your phone. Just touch that and all the comments will go away on your phone. We can't do it. You have to do it. Okay? So create these pretty X's. And again, you can just brush them out, soften them out, whatever you want to do.
We'll try to take you guys closer too when she's done.
Can you see?
Not as much as I see it with my eye.
Yeah, we can see it here very well. Doesn't mean you can see it on your side.
No, I see it good on mine. Okay.
So it's just about how much you want. Now, I like making those X's pretty. You know, I don't like to have a sloppy, slopey X because you're going to see it. It is. It's very subtle. It looks very much like the real deal.
So in your 2-pack bundle, you can get the 2 of the same color, or you can mix and match between the 8 colors.
It's a drop-down menu.
So you could get putty, like this one. If you want to do this one, you could get putty in the all-in-one paint and Manor House in the
lime wash over top, just like we just did here. So you can do that with any of those colors. But look how pretty that is. It's subtle. And so my other tip was you can get just a sample of cashmere, dump that into either the all-in-one paint or into the lime wash. It works with both. They're both waterborne. There's no smells here.
And an 8 ounce isn't going to change the sheen.
8 ounces is going to just give you just a little bit of color variety. If you want to just amp it up, if you don't just want the subtle sheen change between just how it comes in the can, empty in that 8 ounce can of the cashmere, and that's going to give you just enough value change so you could be seeing it just a little bit more. So that's up to you on your end, but at least now when you get it, it's going to be a tonal change or a sheen change. You can change the tone just a bit, or you can do, like she said, order it in 2 different colors if you want more of a value change like it is here. Look how pretty that is. That would make such a great feature wall if you just want to
I'd do a whole room in that.
Very, very much so. You could do the whole entire space. Oh, there you go. You can see it really good right there. Can you see how pretty that is? So comment with the word shop right here in the timeline. We'll send you the link right now to save 36%, and it would be free shipping in the United States. It makes a gallon of the lime wash $46. $48. The gallon of lime wash, $48 for an entire gallon. So
and the bundle is $135 with that coupon.
$135 for both gallons, so it's going to give you a big coverage. So about 500 square feet is what it's going to cover for the base coat, and then the top coat going on, meaning the lime wash, is going to take a lot less than that. So you could get 2 gallons virtually for the base coat and cover 1,000 square feet. So a big room, actually.
Big room.
Big room. And so just note, the base coat's going to be put on solid. The top coat's lacy like this, so it takes very little paint in your lime wash to go that far. So that's why I said get 2 base coats if you really want to use through all of that lime wash. That makes sense?
Yep. And you will let the base coat fully dry.
Yes, let it fully dry. So question. Are y'all excited about having some varieties in finishes like this? We like these things. We know that they're popular again. You know, faux finish kind of went away for a bit on walls and people quit talking about it, and now it's back. It's really, really heavily back because that natural feeling in interiors is back, and people are loving things that are organic and organic coloring. So that's really coming back into play. So this is a great time to do some things like this in an entry or a powder room, a bedroom, a great backdrop for a beautiful bed. And just so everything's not just plain flat drywall walls, it's a great way to kind of, oh, y'all do like it. Great.
And they said it's going to be very trendy for 2025.
Absolutely. It's going to be very huge. Let's pull that Haven one back up.
Yeah.
You got it? See
You want to put a little Manor House on it too?
Yeah.
While you're at
Oh,
it?
gosh, that'll be wild.
Yeah.
Again, you can mix it up any way you want, but remember when
What
it's a
about a little
high
cut-
contrast.
Yeah.
So we could add in a little, oh, you know what we're going to do? I'm going to show you how adding in just a little bit of white as a top coat over this, how that would have looked. Let's do that like I was telling them to do
Yep.
with cashmere. Let me
Right.
sit you down here.
Yep. I'll raise them
I'll
back
try
up.
and do that. All
So you
right.
want to add a little bit of that
I'm going to put a little of that Manor House in there, just
Yep.
kind of on my brush, just to kind of show you. I'm not even going to put it on there. It's going to be on my brush. I'm going to do my blend with you. So this would emulate me doing a little bit of white into...
I think you need a little more.
Yeah. Just adding in a little of that cashmere into that. Let's just show you what that's going to do. Just a quick little...
Is that enough?
I think so. Look at that. Yep, just enough. Just a tiny bit of that in there really is going to offset this beautiful Haven. You can do this as many layers you want because this is easy. And using this little brush is the key because those big old heavy brushes wore me out in just a short, just minutes. I was already over it. My hand was hurting. And I thought, nah.
Nothing about it was comfortable to hold. Not
and
one
it just
thing.
slings paint because the bristles are long. They look like they're stiff, but it really looks like a big masonry clean brush to me.
That reminds me of denim.
Pretty.
Like a 80s denim. I love
Isn't
it.
that pretty?
That's very pretty.
So you can just brush it as much as you want, and you can put back the top if you want to.
Yeah, so if you get the sheen too killed off the undercoat, just come back and layer it back on
as much as you
in
want.
the X's.
Whatever you don't like, brush a little back over it. You know.
So I would assume this is going to be like patterning of the countertops. If you're the one that starts it, you're going to have to be the one that
Probably.
finishes. Now somebody else can do the rolling of the base coat for you,
There you go. You get them to do that part, and you got this licked.
and then but the faux finish part you got to do all yourself.
Because everybody's going to take a little different stroke, you know, a little more paint than the other guy.
That would be so pretty in a nursery because it kind of almost feels cloudish without being kiddish.
And to say, well, they got a cloud.
Yeah.
There you go. That's just the subtle change of adding in just a touch of white into the top coat going on in the lime wash. All right, guys, I hope you're excited about that. If you'll comment shop right here in the timeline, we'll send you the link to get our bundle right now. That's 36% savings to you, and you're going to get our 4-inch chip brush that comes along in the bundle, and you can choose your color of all the 8 colors that we have introduced here in Lime Wash, and you can mix and match as well. So if you want to do a different base coat as we did here, you can do that, or you can get it just as it is, just in the matching top and Lime Wash top coat in the all-in-one paint base coat. So hopefully you can check it out here at this link below. All right. Hope everybody has a great, safe old 13th here. I don't believe in bad luck. Do you all believe that it is a bad day? I don't believe that. I think it's what you make it, so we don't believe in that. So 13th doesn't mean anything, right? Actually, I'm going to call it a lucky day. How's that? All right, look how pretty that is. And let's pull out this one
And
below.
we'll post some pictures once it's dry.
Let's go back
too.
and look on my little art easel here.
yeah, a
Look
little
how
blue on
pretty.
it.
Oops. I got,
We'll just
got a little blue
we'll just
on there.
we'll just cut that piece right on
How
off
pretty
of
that
there.
is. So that's drying well. Let me get my shadow out of there. Looks pretty. I love it. So
And
that's
the lime
really
wash
good.
does dry extremely fast.
Yes, it is. It's heavy loaded with lime. That's why they call it that, right? All right, guys. I hope you all have a great one. We'll see you soon. Bye.
Bye.